Hello, and welcome back to the Snook Nook. I am so excited to have had the opportunity to chat with Andy Miller, known affectionately by his students as Mr. Andy. Andy is a third grade educator at Evergreen Community Charter School. He also coaches basketball and is the founder of the nonprofit IIEC Youth Teen Inc. I hope you enjoy learning more about Mr. Andy and the wonderful work that he's doing. Hello and welcome to the Snook Nook. I am Simone Snook, Realtor for Unicorn Realty at Fathom, and I am here with Andy Miller. Andy is a third grade teacher at Evergreen Community Charter School. He is also the executive director of IIEC Youth Teen Inc. So thank you so much for joining me today, Andy.
Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure. So first of all, why did you decide to become a teacher?
I decided to be a teacher. I actually like to call it an educator because I feel like sometimes we use the word teacher, but students can be teachers too. So I kind of feel like, as an educator is more components because we can just be ourselves, but not only that, we also look at it from a different lens. We say, okay, well, if I'm an educator, I can educate you on sports, environment, entertainment, whatever. So I chose that field because I felt like I wanted to give back. I wanted to actually give back to someone other than myself. And, I'm a community-oriented guy.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
What is your favorite part about being a teacher?
My
Or
favorite
educator.
my favorite part about being an educator is the smiling faces that I see every single day and being willing to step into that role and say, hey, you know what, I can help out. And I love that about teaching or educating.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So how long have you been working as an educator?
For about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay, wonderful. So tell me a little bit about IIEC, Youth and Teen Incorporated, and the Youth Matters program.
Okay, so maybe in 2015, I was actually playing semi-professional basketball.
Wow.
And I wanted to give back to the community that I served while I was playing basketball, but also my hometown as well. So when I started that, I said, okay, well, what can I do? What can I offer the community? What can I offer the kids around the neighborhood and things like that? And it was born, and IIEC stands for Indulgent in Excellence Club. When we started out, it was just a club of maybe about 6 or 7 people. And we grew to maybe 15 or 16. I partnered with the local Boys and Girls Club, and I was doing mentorships and a little bit of tutoring 2 times a week. And what it looks like was, okay, all of these kids were coming into this space and they were wanting more and more time. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go talk to the people at the Boys and Girls Club, see if we can make this an everyday thing. So those 15 or so kids turned into like 20, 30, 40 different kids. And I'm like, okay, well, now we have something here. What can we do to solidify this? So I started the nonprofit process and the Youth Matters program was born.
That's great. So it's been about 7 years. Okay. And so how many students are involved currently?
Currently, we have 315 kids between North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So tell me about some of the, like what the program entails, some of the things that you
It's a
do with the kids.
three-tier program. Our first tier is education. And what we like to do with the educational field is we monitor them by like progress reports. We track what they have going on in the classroom itself. And what that looks like is me and about 3 or 4 people are FERPA trained. And it's a data share agreement between the schools and the staff. And what it looks like for me is I can then go into like the school system and say, hey, well, in my program, I require progress reports or report cards to be sent to me directly. So therefore, I share that agreement with the school there to then check on them from the academic standpoint. So that's that tier as far as the educational tier. The second tier is discussion groups. And what that looks like is we have discussion groups. I like to call it hot topics. Hot topics we do 2 times a week. And we talk about a vast variety of different things. And that may be sports, entertainment. We talk about politics sometimes, depending on how old you are. We go into a little more of, personal things and things of that nature. And our last tier is the third tier, which is life-changing events. And life-changing events is where we do field trips to where we take them out to museums. We've done arcades, all different type of things. I've taken kids to HBCU colleges, traditional universities, so they could do that as well, and just being there for them.
That's really great.
Yeah.
So how many people do you work with in order to help make this program happen?
We are staffed, I think it's 4 or 5 individuals total, and we are mobile right now. I'm looking to honestly bring what I do here to Western North Carolina. I started initially in Gastonia, North Carolina. And we got places in Gastonia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Johnson City, Tennessee, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina.
Wow, so 3 different states. And what are some of the program's obviously been growing pretty quickly. What are some of your goals for the year?
My goals for the year so far is to, again, bring this program, this organization to Western North Carolina. Right now, we're in a position to where we're trying to raise $10,000. So therefore, we can facilitate or find a building to facilitate the program. So we're doing that. We're gonna have a masquerade ball in October. October, we're gonna do that to also raise money and raise awareness for youth and teens in the community. We're doing that, and overall it's just to grow the presence in the Western North Carolina area. One of the biggest challenges is funding. I feel like where we are, when you go into banks or anything like that, they still look at you as a startup nonprofit because you're not a Boys and Girls Club, you're not a United Way or any of those other major organizations that's been around for 20, 30 years. And I think that is the biggest challenge. The second challenge, I would probably say, being a African American nonprofit organization is just creating the partnerships with other organizations to do some stuff.
It's incredible work that you're doing. I'm excited to learn more. You keep so busy with teaching and then the Youth Matters program. What are some of the things you enjoy doing outside of those?
I love traveling. I do a lot of traveling. I've been to every state except for California and New York. So I've been everywhere. I do a lot of international traveling. I played basketball in Germany. I've traveled to Mexico, Jamaica a couple of times here and there. I'm getting ready to go to Aruba in a couple of months. So I do a lot of traveling. I like to play pool. I love playing basketball with the kids, flag football, or regular football, soccer every now and again too. So
great. What are some of your favorite spots in the Asheville area that you like to go to?
The River Arts District is very nice. I wandered upon it maybe about 4 months ago, and I just fell in love with the area. That's one. Downtown Asheville is nice too. They have some great food downtown Asheville. And I'm trying to think of something else. I think this area right here is pretty nice too.
Where can we learn more about IIEC Youth Teen Incorporated and get involved?
We have a Facebook page and an Instagram page right now. And the website is youthmatters.org. And it'll be up in a few weeks. We also have the Facebook, which is the long one. It's IIEC Youth Center on Facebook. And on Instagram, it's IIEC Youth Teen Inc.
Thank you so much, Andy, for taking this time to talk with me and tell me a little bit more about all the great work you're doing. And hopefully people watching this can get involved. Visit the website in a few weeks, the Facebook page and the Instagram, and donate if you can to the space, which was really exciting.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity as well.
Of course. Well, thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.